Hi everyone, it's summer break so I can finally make booktuber videos again. I wanted to share some books with you that I feel are underrated or underknown. I have two children's books, one YA book, and two adult books to share. And the first one I read in 4th grade. It's called Peppermints in the Parlor. My 4th grade teacher read this to us, and oops, this is there. And because it's about peppermints, every day he would give us a peppermint to suck on while he read aloud after recess. It's an amazing book with mystery, and it's kind of an old story about an orphan who, she's very rich, but she becomes an orphan and she has to go live with her aunt and uncle in this beautiful mansion that she's visited as a young child but hasn't been back now that she's a little bit older. And it's definitely changed, and her aunt and her uncle have changed, and there's a giant mystery about this enormous mansion that she's living in and what has happened to it and what has happened to her aunt and uncle. It's really just an amazing story. Definitely just a wonderful, wonderful mystery, and I love this book. It's very short, so just try and read it. The next one is it looks like fantasy, but and it is, but I think what I really enjoyed was this huge kind of fast-paced action mystery scene in the beginning. This is about a girl named Kara who is visiting her grandma, and just about something that happened when they were walking home from the library, and they start to be followed by this mysterious man, and all this stuff happens, and eventually she will go into the land of the unicorn. It's very good, and so that's one I feel like not a lot of people have heard about before. Next, the YA book, Stuck in Neutral. This book is amazing. It's very short, but it's really good. It is about a boy named Sean, and it's been a while since I've read this, but he has some sort of severe disability where he's kind of trapped in his own body, not able to really move or talk or do a lot of things that normal teenagers are able to do. Basically, he's kind of he's in his wheelchair. He is probably fed through a feeding tube, so he's severely disabled. And it really talks about the value of life. His dad actually feels that his son is suffering in his body because he's in a chair. He can't walk or talk or eat by himself. And his dad, out of love, really wants to end his son's life. And from inside his body, this is told from his son's point of view, and his son is screaming out, trying to tell his dad that he does value his life and he does want to be alive. And I think that the reason that I really enjoyed this book is because I have worked with students who are severely disabled before, and I have on a number of occasions been shocked at stuff that they respond to that I didn't realize they were listening to or that they were able to understand. And I really do feel like there's a population of students out there who we don't really expect as much as we should from them. And we don't, as a population, I don't know that we value their lives as much as we should. And I just thought this book was really interesting to talk about the value of life, and you know, who's to judge other people and say that their lives is not worth living. So that one was good. This one is an adult book, and I definitely think some people have heard about it, A Discovery of Witches, but I'm not sure that everyone has. The next book in this series actually comes out July something. It's like July 10, or it's early in July. So if you can, pick this one up and read it before the next one comes out, and then you'll be all set to go. This is about a professor who you find out later is a witch, but she's been trying to hide it and trying to live more of a human life. She doesn't really enjoy being a witch. She just she's never really bought into all that magic stuff and has kind of suppressed all of that for her entire life, until one day when she's in the library studying, a manuscript comes across her path that kind of changes everything. And this book, I don't even know what to say. It's kind of Twilight-ish, but in a good way, and because I didn't like Twilight, a more adult way. But it's just involving witches and magic and mystery and universities and traveling. There's a lot of good stuff in this book, and I'm so excited for the second one to come out. It's pre-ordered, so I think people should read this one first. And my final book is called The Night Bookmobile. It's by Audrey Niffenegger. I don't know how to say her last name, but she's from Chicago. And she's wrote some other well-known books, primarily that book, The Time Traveler's Wife. She wrote that. But this is a graphic, I guess it's a graphic novel that I don't know that she's as well known for. And it basically tells the story. There's words, and then there's kind of like an adult picture book. It tells the story of a woman who is out walking one night. She got into a fight with her husband, and she discovers this bookmobile. And it just tells the story of this bookmobile. And once she goes on it, she discovers that it's a unique library, and that all of the books are books that she's read in her past. So the only books that are in it are ones that she's read. And it's kind of her library, but it's in a bookmobile, and it's in Chicago. And I guess I just loved it because I love reading. I live in Chicago, so I recognized when they gave streets in here, I recognized where the streets were. And it's a good book for people who absolutely love reading. I don't know, I just really, really, really enjoyed it. The ending I didn't really like, but the rest of it I really enjoyed. So those are my books that are underrated or underknown. Let me know if you've read any of them and what you thought. Also, let me know what books you feel are underknown and underrated, because hopefully I can read a lot of those this summer now that I'm off for summer break. So I hope everyone is having a great summer reading, and I will see you later.